Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I really didn't have a video planned for for the next couple days, so I was like, what can I do? And I thought, why not do another free play video? I've done one before, and it was interesting. Also, playing classical music again in the background this time. Mozart Requiem in D minor. It's a great composition. It's actually my favorite music composition as like a whole, rather than like piece by piece. But so that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna chill and free play, and hopefully I don't air dribble all the time. We're gonna try not to. And I also hope. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna say? I don't even remember what I was gonna say now. I don't remember. But I was going to mention that the weekly highlights video for last week is not going to be a thing because I just have not had the... I don't want to say time to play, but I've just been busy and haven't played a lot last week, so I only had like maybe a page of replays. So it would have only been like maybe a minute, two of tops of highlights and stuff, so I really didn't want to do that. So I'm going ahead and postponing it for next week. Also in the process of editing some more videos to be coming out shortly in the next, like, I don't know, a couple days, or by the end of the weekend or beginning of next week, because I'm going to be out of town Friday to Sunday, so, well, Friday to mid-Sunday, so it's possible I'm probably not going to really get any videos out then. We'll see. I also want to record some, like, Kado Shoujo. I'm actually going to record that again for once, because I haven't done that in, like, almost a month and a half or something weird. I don't know. Just been busy with the whole move and everything, and so I haven't had like a whole lot of time to do much, honestly. Even just like play games and stuff like that. Past 2 weeks have actually been, oh my goodness, with moving and the fall semester of school, like next week essentially. And I'm like trying to enroll late, which that's always a smart thing to do, be a procrastinator. You'll get a lot done. And so trying to get that settled, which may or may not happen. Basically have like till Friday to get that done. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna be in class or not when the semester starts. We'll see. So that's happening. And then just dumb, stupid, kind of like personal drama things, which is really annoying for some of them. Like, well, just to like put it in short, I guess, one of the people in our like little friend circle or whatever that we play Rocket League with, or sometimes other games and stuff, I'm not friends with anymore at this point in time because just of how they approached me about a certain issue, and it's just not gonna fly. So that happened, and then like one or two others are like, they're semi friends, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it exactly. But yeah, so that's been a whole ordeal and a half, trying to deal with that. So it's been a bit of a busy past couple weeks, and I really haven't like got a lot productive done, to be honest. That was a fucking awesome shot though. I want to see that again. I don't even know how I did that. This is what I get for not air dribbling. Just an easy double tap off the wall. No, but yeah, it's been a bit frustrating to say the least. And so I also just haven't been making videos, period. I've been playing a little bit, but not a ton. The other thing is I probably should have checked the time of when I was starting the video, because I right now have no idea when I even started, which is not good, because I don't want this to be another one of those I'm playing for like 35 minutes kind of thing, because I did that last time and I had no intention of making it that long. I wanted to make it maybe like 20 minutes long, but instead I made it over half an hour by accident. I don't even remember what the whole point of it was either. It's just me rambling on like I am now. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I enjoy just like sitting here and talking. Or just actually like kind of practicing in free play, sort of. A little bit. And also just like, it's almost sort of just a way to like clear my thoughts and whatnot of stuff that's going on. So it's actually kind of nice. I don't know if this is going to become a regular thing or not. I was just like, what can I do that doesn't require anyone's help to make a video? Let's just go into free play. And so that's basically what my thought process. Yeah. I'm also really tired still. It's only like 8 o'clock right now when I'm recording this, but it's just been, my body is just tired. Okay, I've been going to bed a little earlier than usual lately, and I went to bed at like midnight or 1 o'clock, I think, or something last night, which for me, for those who don't know, I operate on what is called cat time. And what cat time is basically just, there is no sleep. You're up till the wee hours of the morning all the time, consistently like 4 to 6 a.m. Maybe 3 on nights when I'm a little more tired. But yeah, that's kind of how I operate, and then I get up at like 11 or, you know, maybe like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on whether I have to do anything tomorrow. So that's been happening, but I went to bed so early last night. Oh, that's terrible. That was a horrible dribble. Went to bed so early last night, and I got like 9-10 hours of sleep, which felt great. Oh my goodness, you don't understand. Getting sleep when you haven't had sleep is like the best feeling ever. But I still got so much sleep, and then I went to work for not even that long today, and I'm just... yes, takes much out of me. Too much, really. I did pack a little bit tonight. Not like a ton, but just like a few extra boxes and stuff. Some fragile things and whatnot. I'm thinking about... I don't know what the heck that's doing. I'm thinking about, making a video whenever we move in, which honestly is gonna be like, I don't know if it's gonna, what the hell was that bounce? I don't really know if it's gonna be the beginning, or sorry, the end of August. Like, I thought it might be more like the beginning of September, which isn't bad. We've been taking stuff over there like bit by bit, but it might not be as soon as I thought we might, because we don't have a deadline, so it's not really, we're not pressed to do anything. But at the same time, we want to move in, or I would like to be settled in sooner rather than later, just because I can't wait to get moved in and have all the wonderful things that I will have. But yeah, I was just thinking about doing like a little farewell, welcoming video from the setup that I have now, which is a good setup for the most part. The only thing that makes it, well, not the only thing, but there are parts of it where I'm like, yeah, that could be better. Oh, balls. but I'm gonna have a ton more space and have an actual like dedicated room to it for recording and just like music stuff in general. So it'll be much nicer, and I was thinking making a little video of that. Especially just because like now that we're emptying the house essentially, and there are walls that don't have pictures anymore, and like one corner of my room essentially is like emptied of all the stuff that was in it. So it's really just kind of like crazy to see how moving just happens. I haven't exactly like actually moved before. We lived in this house for like 16 years or something. It's a really long time. So I haven't really experienced the whole process before, which it has its fun moments, I'll say that much, but like it's gonna be so much nicer when we just move in entirely. So I'm looking forward to that. I do hope. So when we do get there, man, I'm so bad at turning sometimes. When we do like move in and everything, I am hoping to like upgrade my setup a little bit, because right now I have a desk essentially. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. I have a desk essentially where 1 or 3/4 of it is on one plane, as in like on one level, and then a quarter or 25% of the desk is like, lost my dodge. It's like 6 inches above the other side, or above the like other 75% of it. And so it's elevated, and it's kind of hard to have 2 monitors on the desk. And it's not even that I have 2 monitors, but if I did, it would be so, 1, disorienting, 2, annoying, and 3, I don't even know if it would work very well. Just because of the way that this desk is set up, which is honestly kind of dumb now that I've had it for a very long time. But we do have like a what's the word? We have like TVs or something, or like smaller monitors, or not smaller, but like maybe 1080p at best. And I'm hoping that one of them works well enough so that I can kind of steal it and then use it for just like internet browsing and whatnot when we move into the new house and setup. That's gonna be the goal. And I also need, not necessarily need, but would love it if I had a new mouse. Because when I first got this computer, I bought a mouse with it. It was a wired mouse. It was RGB. It was actually kind of nice. It was ambidextrous, which I'm used to already at this point. I know not people like them because of my mom's mouse that I'm using now, which is like the smallest wireless mouse ever, and it's an El Cheapo. But I've just kind of like got used to it, and not even like a month after getting my computer and stuff, the RGB one that I bought ended up dying or something. I don't know, something happened like just kind of randomly. The drivers ended up stopped working, and so I'd really like to have another wired RGB mouse, because the one that I have now is just, it's garbage. It does what it needs to for now, but it still is very, very unreliable at times. And like it essentially has 2 DPI settings. Fast, well, not even fast, but like medium and then slow. And I'm always on medium, and then sometimes it'll like lag itself out, which is weird. It doesn't even, the surface doesn't even matter, which I've learned from getting like a teeny beanie mouse pad. But then, so with that said, I also want a, probably like a SteelSeries 3-foot mouse pad or something to go underneath my keyboard and my mouse. It'd be much nicer. And I don't think there was really anything else that I needed from my computer, or wanted even. I'm trying to like think of what I have and what I want. I think the new mouse is basically it, and a second monitor. Because what I have now, just even as terms of specs of my computer, it's pretty good. Oh, I remember last time I made a free play video. Where's it gonna go? I was complaining about how I had like 100 gigs of space left or something stupid. And I figured out that apparently, which just makes a lot more sense now that I know about it, but I didn't realize it, is that, so whenever I basically edit a video and render it out and upload it to YouTube and stuff, the actual like MP4 file for them can be anywhere from just 1 gig, or not even 1 gig, but like 500 megabytes to like 4 gigs, all depending on like how big it is, or how long the video is, sorry, and also the quality. Well, what I realized is that all the raw footage files are huge. They're like anywhere from 10 gigs to 40 gigs. And what happened was, oh, that would have been so awesome. What happened was, I kind of like a stickler or perfectionist, or maybe even just like call it a hoarder, in that I like to have my footage files back in case I need to like go back and edit it and stuff. And so I also generally like kept my Premiere files. Well, think about this, I had been doing that for roughly a year on and off, because I haven't been like consistently uploading or anything like that for a year, but I've been making videos here and there for a year, I guess. And yeah, so they were raw footage files from back when I played with Blaze, when I had like, I don't know, 300 hours, 400 hours. And I ended up going back and deleting all of the ones that I had like finished, so that I had actually like made a video of and uploaded. And oh my goodness, like, it cleared up space so fast. It was ridiculous. I went from like 100 gigabytes of space to back over 2 terabytes of space just by clearing out all the raw footage files. So thankfully I have that, but still I want to get like maybe a 4 or 5 terabyte hard drive to go along with the one I have now. The one I have now is actually a 3 terabyte, which is good, but I still feel like it's not quite enough. I feel like I'm still gonna fill up on it, like, especially if I'm consistently uploading whenever that happens again. Might still be a while if I'm doing school and whatnot, but it will probably go down faster if I do that. So I might as well have like a that angle existed, I know it did. Might as well have like more storage, because you know, more is better, even though they're prone to breaking at times, just kind of randomly. And so I want to do that at some point. It's not as important as the mouse, or the second monitor is so important. Like, for me, just being able to, for example, like see who comes into Discord, or have like a stream open on my second monitor, whether it be like while I'm streaming or just like watching, say, an RLCS stream or some Rocket League tournament stream or something. And then like I could have Spotify open on the second monitor and like change songs in between matches much easier. And yeah, so that'd be really nice, because right now I have to alt tab everything, and it's annoying as hell, especially because this game likes to just decide to black screen when you alt tab and freeze and then not let you get back into it at all. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that before, but my goodness, it's annoying. I hate it so much. And then you can also just have the green effect where you alt tab and then everything has like a green light to it for a while until like you finish the game, like in the game you're in, or exit whatever area you're at the time. It's just it's a hassle that shouldn't be a hassle. I think that's like probably most of the stuff that I even wanted to talk about, or even can like think of to say, because other than that, not a lot has been happening. Oh, there's been like, okay, so at work, I will say this, oh my goodness, I work in shoes and retail, and oh boy, it's been a huge mess this whole week, starting since like last Friday for some reason. Like it's gotten much more busy than normal, I guess, and the department has just been utterly trashed. Like, I have not been able to walk in on any of the days that I have this week yet and not have to clean up something, or not have a huge mess in, you know, women's or kids or men's, whatever. It's ridiculous. Like, it's almost worse than it is on like Black Friday, which is saying something, because Black Friday, oh, I'm not a fan of Black Friday. And what's weird is in the like almost, I think, 2 years at this point that I've worked there, it's had its times where like, oh, I'll go in and I'll have to recover like my whole shift because it was kind of messy, but it's never been as bad as it is now. And what sucks is like we still have a lot of work we need to do, but it's like, it's almost like a paradox, like, or not really a paradox. Catch-22. Thank you, brain. Good job. There you go. Good job, cat. Where, okay, well, we have work to do, but we need to clean to do the work. Well, cleaning is part of the work, but we still need to do other stuff. It's like, it's just, oh, it's been a mess. And there was, oh my gosh, there was a woman today that I helped. Bless her heart. She wanted me to help her pick out some just like black dress shoes. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can help you with that. But she didn't want to like see the shoes, so I was like, okay, that's, I don't think I've heard anyone say that before. Well, I guess her son was in the military and died in service, and they needed dress shoes for his funeral. And I just like, oh my, it hurt my heart so badly, especially because she would like, part of the time while I was trying to help her, she was in tears, and I felt so bad, and like just wanted to go up and give her a hug, but I couldn't because you know, I was working and I had to stay professional and just try to help her and get her what she needs. And it just like, after they left, I had to just like basically go in the back for a second and just like try not to cry, essentially, because I felt so, it was so sad, and like I really didn't know what to do or like how to even respond in a situation like that. So that was something that happened to me today. The rest of my time this week has not been as eventful. I mean, other than children just deciding to, you know, wreck the entire store. Because they just love to do that, and their parents are just like, yeah, fine, that's whatever. You don't have to pick up after yourselves. Or, I've just seen grown adults not pick up after themselves. It is, it's one of the most annoying things to just like see how unaware or like disrespectful people can be. I don't like, one part of it is that, you know, you're a customer, and as you're shopping, you're not really like paying attention to that sort of thing, you know. But at the same time, there are manners, and you should pick up after yourself. And if you don't really know where it goes, or like you find something and you try it, or you look at it and you're like, nah, I don't think I really want this, then just go put it back where you found it. Don't stuff it somewhere in another department where another employee has to try to figure out where it is, or just not put it away at all and throw it on the ground, or just throw it on the racks or something. Oh boy. Yeah, so I've been doing that this whole week, essentially. Just trying to clean most of the time. Which, it gives me something to do, but at the same time, it's just, one, really boring, and also two, really frustrating. So it's, as you might be able to tell, it's already kind of been a long week. I did get to see the new Rick and Morty episode, though, and so that made me happy. That was a good little high moment in my week. I fucking love Rick and Morty. It's so good. For anyone who hasn't watched it, go and check out Rick and Morty. It's so good. Get past the first couple episodes, and I think you'll love it as well if you're into like really just like badass action, or like interesting mysteries, or intellectual humor. It's great. It's so good. I tried it at first and was like, this is kind of, I don't know if this is really up my alley. And then I watched like the first 2 episodes or something, and was like, this is kind of weird. And then I just continued watching it. I just like binged it for a little bit. It's like, I'll give it a shot. People are saying it's really good, and my god, I'm like on the edge of my seat whenever a new episode comes out. It's so good. And I think I'm actually just gonna end on a high note there, with a little Rick and Morty wubba lubba dub dub. Fucking love that show. It's time to get swifty. It's time to get swifty in here. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor. God, I love that show. Alright, anyways, enough grumbling and mumbling and moaning and ranting. I don't know if I'm gonna continue to do this. Maybe every once in a while, maybe every week. I don't know. We'll see. It's nice just to like see how it's going. Just talk about the week and stuff. Let me know how your week has been. How you been doing. And I don't know if this is a thing I'm gonna do or not. Maybe. If I do it in the future, please leave suggestions on whether you want to hear classical music, whether you want to hear some kind of other music in the background, whether you don't want to hear music. I'd love for any sort of feedback on that. And with that, I think I'm gonna close it. Give it a little sign off here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video sometime, which may or may not be Friday, I think, or Saturday, one of the two. Later.